Hello everyone, it is me, Storm here, and I'm going to do a tutorial on how to increase performance for a low-end Intel graphics computer. So, I'm here with my HP Stream 11, which is made from by HP. Has 2 gigabytes of RAM, a 1.6 Sauron a Sauron Slus processor that can turbo boost to 2.15, and it comes with Intel HD graphics, which is onboard integrated graphics, and it also has a 32 gigabyte SSD, so faster boot times. And it has one USB 3.0 and one USB 2.0. So now that we got all the way, and if you haven't noticed, I'm a little bit sick, so sorry if I do that a lot. So anyways, now first things you want to do is you want to go to control panel. You can do this by just right clicking and going to graphics properties. So just I'm gonna let that load up. Now once you're in there, you want to go to 3D and you want to have it clicked on performance. Now I know that I tried quality and performance. Quality just increases like image appearance, so that will be making you have less performance than you do, and having it on performance increases it by sacrificing quality for, of course, better performance. And also turn off multi-sampling and I listening. Sorry if I'm saying words wrong. It's just kind of hard to think. And yeah, and make sure you apply and save that. Now next thing, go to power and put it on maximum performance. So the battery life will be drained a little bit much faster. So yeah, just have it on performance. So once you do that, we're gonna just talk about displays. So with Intel HD graphics in the control panel, you can add a custom resolution. Now, with custom resolutions, you can basically add like any kind of resolution you want, but make sure you know what you're doing, because doing a like just random resolution like, yeah, I want to do how about 500 by 1080, that could screw up the screen, and some buttons may not be in where they are. So like when you hover over it, it doesn't, and you left click, it doesn't work because it's in a different location. So yeah, be warned. So I have some custom resolutions when it comes to gaming. So this is usually what I use because a lot of games support this resolution. These are the resolution I use when like I'm like at almost the point where my FPS is playable, but I need that little bit of a boost. So I have this right here as my resolution. Okay, so after that, you're basically done. So exit that. Next thing first, we're gonna go to settings. Actually, don't go to settings. We're gonna go to power and sleep settings, which is in settings. But just scroll down and go to additional power settings. Now, um, now when you're doing this, so this is gonna show additional power plants. So click this, and there's gonna be options high performance, and so you want to click on that. I have advanced system care power plan, which is a little bit more better, but I'll talk about that later. Okay, so once that's done, you do that. Okay, next thing I wanted you to do is, if you're using Windows 10, click down here, and I want you to click on and type in services. There we go. Once you get this, left click. Now, with these services, there's going to be a bunch of things you can disable, and some things that are running is unnecessary and it's just hogging performance. I recommend looking up what services you can disable. That's what I did. I looked up some services I disabled, and when I disabled them, I got quite a bit of frames. I got like probably 5 or 10 just for disabling some of them. So yeah, just keep that in mind. I wouldn't disable all of them, because if you disable all of them, something's gonna break in your computer, or everything is gonna break. So yeah, try not to do that. So yeah, recommend looking at online. Okay, now after you do that, I want you to go to let's see, go to type in control. Oops, type in control panel. Now once you get to the control panel, I want you to go to, let's see, I want you to go to advanced system settings actually. Uh, Actually, hold on. It's a faster way to get to that part. Just go to advanced settings, right here. Now I want you to go to performance settings, so right here, which is in the advanced. Now I want you to click on just for performance, so that's going to disable everything, meaning that that's going to give you a much smoother and faster experience using Windows. Recommend. And then we're gonna make sure this is on programs for the this right here, performance. Don't do background services. And then we got virtual memory. Now I would recommend. Okay, so I have 2 GB of memory in this system. So what I did is I have the initial size to be 2048, which is 2 GB. So I times that by just 2, so I get 4 GB. So that's gonna be 4096, and that's what my virtual memory is gonna be. And this does help when it comes to gaming, especially if you need VRAM for games. So this is useful, especially if you're getting like some memory problems. So yeah, just have that set up. Make sure you do some research before you mess around with that. Now I want you to go to remote and have that turn off. And yep. Okay, hold on. And then I want you to go to system protection. Have that disable. Uses performance, and we don't want that, especially if we're going to be doing some low-end gaming. Once that's done, I want you to go to Chrome. Okay, now once you get to Chrome, as we get it to load, now once Chrome is here, I want you to go to System Advanced Care 10. I want you to search that as we let it load. Now, System Advanced Care, this is it right here. Now, just click right here on that, and boom. Now, what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to download it. Click the free download button, and once you download it, install it. Then after, I want you to get a key. Now, with System 10, you can get a key easily. Just search up Advanced System Care 10 key. You can get a key that will last you a year. I got one that lasts me a year, so I'm pretty sure there's sites that have them, because there's this one site that gives you the same key, and whenever I like have to reinstall Advanced System Care, I just reinstall it and just put the key in. So yeah, it's gonna last you a year. And also I want you to search Driver Booster 4. It's made by the same people, so yeah, that's gonna be useful too, especially if you have outdated drivers like I do. So yeah, and that one right there, I just have to update my Bluetooth drivers, but I disable Bluetooth, so I don't really need to update it. So download that and download Driver Booster 4, and you will be good. Okay, now once you get Advanced System Care 10 installed, I want you to launch it. And once you launch it, make sure you put in your product key. That is very necessary. I want you to put your product key. There's going to be like a button down here that says enter license or something license related, and I want you to put the key in there. Now once that's done, do a select all and do a scan and fix your thing. So it scans for like any problems or anything, or junk files that need to be cleaned. You can customize this if you want. Having to do all of them does take a little bit of time. So if it's your first time, it's gonna take a long time, like really long. Like I did this for my old computer. So much junk file, it took like 5 minutes or 10 just for it to be finished. But yeah, just do that, and then after, I want you to the toolbox. Now, there's quite a bit of programs you can use here, which is pretty nice. There's the registry cleaner, Windows Fix, Startup Manager. Well, that's not really useful since we already have the task manager. Now, also, actually, we'll get to that actually. So with the Startup Manager, what you should do is go to Startup Manager. We're gonna let that load any second. And it's loading. Okay, now I don't have that many items that need to be started up, so yeah. So when you get to this part right here, just disable stuff that doesn't need to be started up. I'm not sure why Steam's disabled. I actually want that to start up because I usually use Steam the whole time, and having it pre start up is nice when I have to like go or something. Now you could turn off stuff like this stuff, of course. For example here, so on this, let's see. So you definitely want that to be enabled. Everything else, you should probably just keep it like the way it is. Then there's schedule task. You don't really need to worry about this that much, but yeah, just play around and just get rid of the stuff that don't need to start up. So after that, go to Smart RAM. Now it really depends, but anyways, there's you can set up your RAM settings so that it frees up your RAM when your CPU's not like and doing anything intense. So like my CPU is just spiking randomly for some freaking reason. I don't have a clue why. Probably because I'm recording mainly, so makes sense. Now, anyways, after that, you can see that I got my RAM here and my virtual RAM, which is pretty nice. So I got 4 GB of that. It's using 2.2, RAM's being 1.2, so we're good. If we just click the go button, do a deep clean or smart clean, I would recommend doing a deep clean. It's more effective, and it clears your RAM every time. And there we go. I now have 1 GB free of RAM. So do that. Now, after you do that, you can it's up to you honestly. Like you can mess around with the internet booster, disk cleaner, large file finder is I recommend using that. But last time I had to reinstall my Windows just because I had that one problem with my DirectX 9 where I deleted it by accident. I got so mad. Like it was just unnecessary for that to it just screwed up DirectX 9. Like, just guys, when you're deleting a file, make sure you know what you're doing because I messed up. Okay, now after you guys checked out all this stuff and like each of this is helpful its own way, so just check it out, see if it might help your computer. Now we go to the speed option. Now turbo boost, I recommend having this on. This here is what's gonna save your RAM, especially when you have like 2 GB of RAM or 4 GB. Now, people with 8 or 16 GB don't really need to do this unless something's straining your RAM to like freaking like you only have 4 GB of RAM left. Like, yeah, recommend trying to have this on to fix that problem. Now, I have mine on and it stops all of this stuff. Now, all this stuff is useless and it freed some of my RAM, so that's nice to have. Then you got deep optimization here. Now, you just have to click the optimization button and it'll optimize certain settings so that it works to its maximum potential. So I optimized a lot of my stuff already. So yeah, I got my neck board optimized, this optimized. So I don't need to I don't need to worry about that, I guess. Well, anyways, that was kind of the last step. Now, anyways, drivers booster. Now, all you have to do is just double left click it, then after just scan. Then it'll say you want to update these. But before you do that, I want you to get the key for that. Then after, um, then after update your drivers and then restart your computer. And once you restart your computer will be like brand new. Like it will be like you'll notice it's snappier, faster, and gaming is much better. And so also I recommend getting Ampark CPU. You can get this by just typing Ampark CPU, and there's gonna be like the first link. It's gonna be Coder, and both Coder in the link. So yeah, get that. Just check your thingy, and yeah, bingo. Now, after all of that, once you did all the steps and did the control panel stuff, the graphics properties stuff. Now with graphics card, Intel has its own graphics control panel, Nvidia has its own control panel, AMD has its own control panel. Do research for that, and you can get that stuff all figured out. For this side, I just did Intel because I'm running integrated graphics, which is Intel I'm using. Now, so now that you did all that, you should see a substance in RAM RAM performance. I'm sorry. You should see a boost in performance. I did a ton of benchmarks before. So I'm going to use, for example, on this low-end computer. So my HP Stream 11, I ran CS Source, and I used the video stress test. So before any of the changes I made, I was running the game at 720p with low settings, and I got a average frame rate of, I'm pretty sure the first time I did it, I got 75. Now that's with nothing happening, no commands, no anything. But then after using a custom config and some commands, I got it to 90. But then after putting a couple more commands, 106. Now this is the part where there's a substantial boost in performance. So after doing all the tips I said you should do, it increased my frame rate to 136. So that is quite a boost. We gone from 75 to 136. And I am using a config for the game because it's a source engine game, and I'm using a command. So that, so with all those, it culminates into a smooth, buttery experience. So like gameplay wise, I'll get above 30. Well, I usually get above 40, so I'm usually in the 60 places. But if there's like stuff going on or more to render or something intense going on, it drops to like to at least 30 and above, stay above that. So that's the good thing. So yeah, you may not getting a boost like I did, but for me, it totally made my low-end computer much more responsive and much faster. Even if you don't notice anything in like gaming wise, like your frame rate didn't go up as much, you'll definitely know that the Windows experience is much faster. So if you're not much of a gamer, but your computer is somehow slow and need the be more snappier so you can do your simple business tasks or work tasks, then yeah, this will definitely increase it. Like literally, you can just get into a file anytime soon. Launch up Chrome. All the good stuff. Basically, like the speed's pretty decent. You get to Chrome quick. But yeah, guys, that's all I have for you guys. So if it helped, please leave a comment down below if it helped. And if you need any more of like performance tips, then subscribe to my channel and like it. And I might do another one to help out. But I'll have to do some research. But anyways, one more thing. There is a thing called PhD GD, but I think I'll talk about that if people want me to. It's just that it's custom gaming drivers that increase your performance by like a few frames, which is very helpful in some games, especially games like you're like so close to getting to like the best frame rate experience. But yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoy. Peace out.